happy holidays, Aries. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm acting and being silly like a kid because we can. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay, it's the holidays. We need to lift our vibrations. We need to lift our energies. So that's what I'm doing today, whether you like it or not. But this is a good thing to do. So, for you guys that are brand new and think I'm nuts by now, so probably partly because I am an empath and I do intuitive tarot and intuitive coaching. Along with coaching is sort of like psychological, not psychological, what am I saying? It's sort of like regular counseling, but it's intuitive, it's through the divine, it's not an earthly based secular based coaching. So I'm not a psychologist. I do have background in that, but I am not a psychologist. I am a coach. So for you, Aries, this is for the 21st through the 27th, through the holiday season, actually. So let's see what's going on. Now, if you're not watching this live, you're probably watching it either on the 21st or right slightly before. But just remember that the conjunction with Jupiter and Mercury is happening on the 21st. Huge energies. I have a live video coming on the 18th for that. If you're watching before then, make sure that you hit the subscribe and the bell. Then you'll know when that reading is going to be happening, because these energies that are coming up for the 21st forward, these are not only energies from this conjunction that are going to happen for just a few days, a few months. No, this is a transition, a evolution change, a cultural change for thousands. We're setting history right now that we don't even know that we're setting it because we're living in it. But come 100 years from now, this energy is moving and it's going to keep changing. So just remember that while you are in it and trying to survive it, we are literally making history. And after the 21st, when this conjunction happens, it's now going to shift, where not only are we having to deal with the pandemic, we're going to be living with the repercussions of the pandemic. So please watch on the 18th live at 1 o'clock. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell, or just share, like, or whatever, put it in your phone, whenever. And so we're going to get started. As silly as I look on this thing, I'm just looking at myself. I'm like, okay, but I'm staying in the joyful season, okay, because that lifts vibrations. So what I'm going to do is pick an oracle for the current energies. And the current energies are for this week of the 21st through the 27th. And then the second oracle is for the energies moving forward. All right. So hopefully this will bring you some guidance, GPS for your journey and all that kind of stuff as well. All right, let's get started. And I do have some videos you can see down below there that I did last week. Divine asked me to do those. If you missed those or missed me saying that, definitely these videos are from the Divine's request, not mine. And I do what the Divine says. All right. Okay, so not something unexpected, because our first card out is the Bone Collector. Bone Collector is number 1. And the number 1 is a new beginning, right? And the number, I'm going to shut these off because these are actually distracting my, there we go. So the number 1 is about new energy, something new, something fresh, something starting. However, the Bone Collector has a bunch of things that are sitting around her, and they are things from the past that she is carrying with her. So the thing is that we don't want to bring things from the past, especially before this new energy that comes, because with the new energy that's coming in on the 21st with this real big conjunction, it's huge. With this coming in, you want to get your ducks in a row. You want to do the spring cleaning now. You want to get things, and I'm not talking about physical stuff. I'm talking about emotional stuff. We have a new year starting, but you know what? The energies in the universe, they don't go on that. They just go by what the vibrations and frequencies are. But the Divine does look at what we're doing with our life and how we're doing it, so he can, or whoever you believe in, so Spirit can help you move forward in life, because you could be holding yourself back. The thing is with the Bone Collector, if you bring that garbage or you bring the old stuff in, it's not going to work and you're going to be literally stuck. And that's why this card came up, literally. I am not surprised whatsoever. So this second card is about your progress, about things that are moving forward, whether they're slow or not, whether you feel like you're stuck in the mud. If you look at the elephant, he's still taking one step forward, moving one step forward, and he's got a little coach on his back saying, hey, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. So that's what being stuck in the mud is. We want to make sure that we're progressing forward, even if it's centimeter, millimeter by millimeter moving forward. That's what we want to do. But we want to leave the things that we need to leave now in the past. This is a time to let go. This is the energies to let go. We have some, and the thing is, thank you. So they're saying that if you don't let go now, they're talking about like the repercussions of the pandemic, what we're going to have to live with and deal with for the future, is that they're saying that if you don't do that now, you're going to have to deal with these here in the future. So if you're not taking care of business, then you are actually going to have to deal with this in the future. All right. So you're creating your own cycle, your own pattern is what they're saying. They want the pattern to stop. Whoever's on the other side or the divine is telling me, I want the pattern to stop for them. So I don't know what pattern you're in. I don't know what you're stuck in the mud on. I don't know what you're trying to carry this. It's like a ball and chain that you're trying to carry. What? Oh man, what was it? Dwayne Johnson has a Titan games where at the end of it, they got to carry this big ball and chain, and these guys can't, it's 300 pounds and they can't do it. I'm into bodybuilding and all that kind of stuff. So, but they can't do it and they're out of steam. They're exhausted. They just can't do it, but they do it inch by inch by inch. But if they would let go of that ball and chain, they'd be running to the very end. So this is what the divine is talking about. Please do not get stuck. Do not camp where you're at. If you're in a toxic, destructive, low vibration kind of situation, you want to be able to keep moving forward, but leaving the stuck behind. Leave that mud behind because it'll keep you just stuck. All right, so let's see what else we've got going for the 21st and the 27th. All right. Yeah, offering. So we have the sword, Ace of Swords. Okay. I was just told this by my sensei this morning. Sensei is a Japanese word for teacher. I took Aikido from him. He's a master in Aikido. Yeah, he reamed my butt today. So, and then we have the Hermit, which is a Virgo. Okay, so the first signs out. This is basically telling you to be mindful and aware of what is going on. I got to turn this to get more table room. Sorry. Be mindful of what is going on around you, what you need right now to do for yourself. Now, when we have the Ace of Swords, this is something that is looking for mindfulness. This is something to look for the truth. Look for what it is deep inside you, what your truth is right now. Because right now, I feel like somebody, Aries, is fooling themselves. They're lying to themselves. This is seeking the truth. That when you get this truth, if you look well, it's not this one here, but if you look beyond it, there is, mountains that you may have to go over occasionally. But the thing is, when you are truthful with yourself and who you are, like when you walk in the truth, then you will actually be 10 times more rewardful, and those mountains won't be so big when you hit them. So when you get your storms, your challenges and stuff right now, they're sort of big because you're carrying all the stuff from the past with you. And it just, you're getting tired. Who's getting tired? Somebody's just really tired of all the crap that's going on. That's because some of it is self-inflicted. If it's not self-inflicted, then somebody's inflicted it on you and you've allowed it. All right. So with that, though, we have to look at the Two of Swords, the Four of Swords, because we want to look for stability for this new year, what is coming up for the future. But you're going to have to really watch your body. This is what I got reamed about this morning because I need to have a knee replacement and I'm really putting it off. I just don't want to do it. My sensei's like, you're not taking care of your body. You're not taking care of your ki. You're not taking care of blah, 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 blah. And so I got reamed. But this thing is that we do need to take care of our body during this time. We have to listen to what our body is telling us. We have to know what our body is. And definitely something is being observed. Somebody is being observed. Somebody's watching somebody. I don't know who that is. It could be you've got somebody watching over you and watching everything that you're doing. Or you've got somebody that is sitting in the background watching to see how you are going to be. Just sort of like when guys date, they sort of watch and act and see what kind of woman you're going to be. Are you going to be one that just quickly does this and has he can get what he wants and then off he goes? Are you going to be one that puts off and saying, hey, no, I value my body. You know, you want a piece of this, you want some cookies, you're going to have to do some, show for it. And it's just so easy for people to just go and do this anymore. So this is what they're doing. The guys are watching. They're watching to see what kind of woman that woman is going to be. Is it going to be one they're going to want to take home to mom, or is it one they're just going to want to lay on their back? That's sort of what's going on here. So somebody actually, for some woman, they are going through a cycle of not desperation. I can't say it's desperation, but I would say it's more self-love, that you are taking your garbage with you, which makes your decisions and your choices the way that you're making them, which means that you're easily promiscuous because you don't have that self-value. You don't have that self-worth. And you're carrying that with you. That is something you really have to get into counseling for, or a therapist or something like that, because without the tools or the tips that give you to help you heal your inner child, then you're gonna keep doing that cycle, and you're gonna be stuck in the mud. I mean, coaching can help you to get there, but as far as a lot of treatment programs or something like that, because for one, I'll be honest, I was sexually abused as a kid, and I did go through counseling and stuff, but I also did a lot of homework on my own and self-love. And it took me into my 40s, almost 50s before I was healed. So you really have to look at things from your past, of how they're affecting you now and how they're going to affect your future. All right, so let's see what else the divine has to share. I just don't like the bone collector there, because it's just a constant reminder of people carrying their past with them. Yeah. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I love the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles has got a little bit of flair to him. He's got a little romantic side to him. You know, he's coming in with a message, but this is usually a message to do with finances, money, things like that. So we'll clarify him later. All right. Nope, too many cards. Nope, too many cards. All right, so let's see what we got going here. Somebody's got some parents, elder parents, really overlooking them. It's like they almost don't trust you. They're really looking over. There's another set of elder parents looking over somebody who's physically ill. So I don't know who that's for, but I've got 3 different energies here right now. So we've got some elders, and I think these that are coming through are ancestors of these elders, supporting from the other side, watching over. I've got big goosebumps. Somebody's watching over this elder parent. It's like almost an older mom, dad, or just an older person. Could be an aunt and uncle, but it's like their ancestors are helping give them strength and wisdom to hang in there for this person who's ill. I don't know who that is. Whew. Yeah, I mean, it's not ill like just a little ill. This is a big illness. I don't know who this is. But then there's another set of parents looking over a child, or, child could be any age, of their a child, you know, my child's 25. I mean, but I'm not talking about little child. I'm thinking this person is in their teens to their early 20s. Is there something medically going on? So anyway, so that's one energy. I don't know, but there are ancestors or people that have passed on backing you and supporting you, giving you strength. They are hearing whoever this is. They are hearing your words, whatever you're talking to them about, like you can't take it much longer, you can't do it. They're there saying, yes, you can hang in there. We've got you. God's got you. It's all going to be okay. All right. So the next card out is the Queen of Cups. I'm looking at it. It's Queen of Cups. Sorry, I had to download it at the same time. So the Queen of Cups is about your intuition. So this offering that is coming your way, for whoever that is, from the Knight of Pentacles, then they're facing each other. So there is some intuition coming up. Now, remember, this is the energy for this coming week, the 21st through the 27th. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of gifts. Some people are going to get gifts. Some homeless people won't get, and that has to do, and maybe somebody's going to actually offer some money to somebody. That would be a beautiful blessing, a beautiful offering to somebody. But the Queen of Cups is about intuition. There's going to be a lot of discussions this week. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it's like I hear all this chattering and talking. I hear this really, I think it's a lot to do with the pandemic and things of chattering of that nature. But this here is somebody's going to be talking to somebody about their financial situation. And their intuition is, maybe I don't want to do this, but you need to go with your intuition. Whoever this is, you need to listen to your intuition to see what it is that you need in help with. Somebody's there to help. Because remember, we're trying to put their past behind. So if you need help, ask for it. Don't be afraid to ask for it. You know, we want to put the past. Okay, thank you. So they're saying if you're not carrying your past with you, then if you are not willing to change, that is something that you need to do. You need to leave that pride behind and ask for help, or you need to learn how to change a new way of changing. Or if you don't, you're going to be stuck. And the reason why I say that, not only just for this reading, but if you don't learn to change, if something's not working, don't change the goal, change how you're doing the goal. Does that make sense? All right. Because that old way is not going to work. Yeah, the Sun, definitely. So we have the Six of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. And then we have the Sun. So we've got the Six of Cups. Like I said, there is a lot of this Eight of Wands. There is a lot of conversation coming up. And it's like, I don't see any arguments. I just see a lot of concern. Now, I don't know who that's for. But it's a lot of it's a conversation that needs to happen, because with the Sun, this is a good thing. It's going to turn out. It's going to start a newness. It's going to start something fresh and new with whatever these conversations are. Because remember, this is the number one. This is a new beginning. This is a new start. This is where we are going to move forward from. So how are you going to start it after the 21st? How are you going to move forward with all these powerful energies that are coming in? Very powerful energies. So, yeah, I got a gnat flying around me here. I don't know how to get rid of these plants, gnats. I've tried everything, but it just seems like one has to keep living. Oops, got that upside down. All right. Yep, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Lots of wands. Lots of talking. Lots of communication. For somebody is going to be traveling definitely this week. Just be mindful. Be aware of everything around you, what's going on around you. If you're traveling, make sure you get all the information before you travel, even the night before you travel, because it can change overnight. Being a travel agent, I see people getting stuck all over the place, and it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, the tower. So this next, the 21st, and you know what, the tower's gonna, I would really expect the tower to show up in every single reading, because the 21st through is just gonna change your world upside down. And the reason why I say that is for somebody who is getting ready to leave the world, or leave the past behind, leave the things behind, and move forward without the extra baggage. Then yes, it is going to change your world, because it has to change your world. It's transforming. I can't even speak. Because when you leave the things behind, the toxic or the X's or whatever behind, you're setting a precedence for a new energy to allow to be able to come in, if that makes sense. And that new energy will be a lot lighter, a lot healthier, a lot everything. Yeah. King of Wands. Again, more talking, looking for more clarification, looking for more understanding. So like I said, after the 21st, it's going to be a humongous shift. And this is going to be something that's going to have to be talked out, not only just within your family. This is going to be a cultural thing throughout everything. All right. And it's not going to be, the Knight of Pentacles. It is not going to be a fast moving thing. This transition that you're going through, whatever you're doing, it's like, okay, so people are starting to think of New Year's resolutions, right? So if you're looking for a New Year's resolution, it's not going to be a fast one. So pick something that you can go the long haul with. And I don't believe in resolutions. I believe in transforming your mindset, transforming your health, transforming your spirit, that kind of a thing. This is a transforming, tower changing time. So whatever it is that you're going to choose to move forward in 2021, be this that it is something that is going to get out of your stuck situations, your stuck mindsets, you're stuck where your spirit is, that kind of a thing. It's got to get you unstuck. Again, all I can say is, if you've been doing something and it's not working, don't change the goal. Change how you're doing it, how you're saying it, how you're acting upon it, how you're reacting upon it. People with anger management, and you drive past them and you're driving too slow and they drive by and they're flipping you off and they're yelling. Blah, blah, blah. Do you think that's really going to do anything? Maybe just drive by, say, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. Drive by and say, you know what, even though I'm really angry inside, I'm not going to flip them off. I'm not going to do anything. That's what I'm talking about, changing the trajectory, I can't say that word, of how you handle things. Because you're going to need to stay calm. You're going to need this in the future. 2021, 22 is going to be powerful. We are going to have so many repercussions from the pandemic. It's scary. Again, we're setting history. All right. Oh, wow. Didn't realize I was going that long. So let's go ahead and get some energies for next week on the Stuck in the Mud. Okay, so remember, Stuck in the Mud is about moving forward because it's the number 6. It's about progression. It's about where we want to go, what we want to do, who we want to be with, and that kind of a thing. All right. So we have the Queen of Cups, the Magician, yes, and the High Priestess. Holy Toledo. The reason why I say this for next week is because the Queen of Cups is about, again, intuition. She is about intuition, listening to your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? I just had one of my viewers email me today and ask me a question about intuition. And this is so important. Hopefully I helped her. But the thing is, intuition is key because intuition is spirit. And you know why it is? Because we have the High Priestess, which is just about as high as the Hierophant. Well, she's the counterpart, which is spirit. And we have magician in the middle. What we manifest, what we choose, and how we choose to move. This is going to get us unstuck. Because if we're doing thing with the high priestess, or the Hierophant, or the divine, and we're making our choice for the magician, we will manifest something that we want. It's huge. It's huge. What do you want in this future, 21, 22? Because if you listen to your intuition, where the spirit lies, it's coming your way. It's coming your way. It's not a magic trick. It's all about your relationship with the divine, and the divine is your intuition. And that's why I get to be so intuitive. It's because I listen to which way I'm supposed to go and which way I'm not supposed to go, who I'm supposed to talk to, who I'm supposed to retract from, who I'm supposed to let in my fence inside my garden. Because I could turn around and let everybody in, but then I'm going back to my old cycle, my old ways, and I'm bringing all that garbage and thought back in. And it's like, no, I got to do it differently this year. I got to do it differently. And that is where this is going to get you unstuck for the next year, actually, maybe even more. Because a lot of times I say temporarily, because a lot of people give up. Right when they're almost at the pot of gold, they give up. And they don't even know the pot of gold is right in front of them, because we don't have patience. We don't have that to stick it through and really pay attention to our intuition. Now, this could be a relationship. And if you do bring your baggage, and how many pieces of baggage are you bringing in with that relationship, you're pushing them away already, and you're going to stay stuck and single. I don't know who this is for, but that's how we stay single. Or we choose to stay single. But the reason why people leave us, we leave, is that we get into cycles and patterns. So that's pretty much where that is. So Aries, this is your reading for this week. It's really powerful. It's really preparing you. It's now the time, especially the 21st through the end of the year. This is seriously time to plant the seeds that you want for 21, 22, 23. And I'm not saying, because you know me, I always say live in the now, because that's what the divine has, and that's where the divine lives, in the now, because there is no future, no past. There's just now. But the thing is that we do need to plant the seeds for the future. We do need to move little bit by little bit, like the elephant's moving, just little bit by little bit. But we don't full forward plan on the future and let's boom go into it, because it's so unpredictable right now. It's so unpredictable. So that is what we want to make sure that we're protecting, because the past and even business is going to change. Being a business owner, I'm looking at what's going to be our future, and I am so terrified for the small business person. So, but the thing is that things are going to change, and you've got to adapt and be flexible and move forward, and be able to leave some of that behind. You got to leave some of it behind. You got to take the exes away. If you're in a new relationship, there's no place for an ex. You know, kids, yeah, if you have kids and you got to hand off kids. But you know what? Like with mine, and I went back years ago, my counselor would say, why are you talking to your ex? You're married, and do you think that you really need to do that? You need to hand off the kids. You don't need to carry a conversation. Your ex doesn't need to be calling you unless it's in regards to the kids. End of story. Not healthy to allow that ex into a new relationship. Not healthy. And it's not fair to the new relationship. I don't know who that's for. Sorry. I don't know who that's for. The divine's just asking me to go off on that. That's an example. Get your business done. Get it put to bed. And then we can move on to the future for something positive and new, because you've got the sun in your thing. You've got the sun. All right, Aries, this is a little bit longer than I thought, but you know what? I do what the divine says. I pass on what I'm supposed to and go from there. So just, I hope you guys have a good holiday. I will be doing readings all week. So, and if you want a one-on-one, you're very welcome to check on below for either an intuitive session or a reading. If not that, you're always welcome to ask me questions. Send me an email. Not a problem. I will always answer. Or if you make a comment, I will always answer. Just hopefully maybe look at the videos. These were divine sent. So if you're asking me, are they coming back? That video is for you. And if you are not sure what destiny is and purpose, that one's for you, because there is a big difference. So I will hope you watch those, share, like, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the 27th. What did I say? 28th. On the 28th. We're almost at the end of the month. What happened to this month? It's been so busy. Anyway, I love you guys. You guys take care, and you guys have a good holiday. If you believe in Christmas, I wish you a Merry Christmas, and all of that kind of stuff. Ho, ho, ho. Talk to you later. Like my Santa?